We got some projects to do today, and I thought I'd bring you guys along. I got all this firewood here that I use for starting my fires. I need to unload that somewhere in here. I'm not sure where yet, but we'll get that done. And then I've got an old snow blower for a tractor out back. I want to bring that in here. It's kind of locked up. I think it's got a bad chain and some other parts, and we'll investigate that and see what it's going to take to get that working right, and maybe install it on my tractor. The problem is I don't have a drive shaft for it, but maybe we can find something and make it work. And there's an old tractor out there I want to bring in here also, just a small Jacobson, and it's got 4 flat tires. I want to go ahead and get those pumped up, see if I can get it to into decent shape, maybe sell it, I don't know. But let's go ahead and do it. Get this wood unloaded and go from there. All right, there it is. All the wood in the truck piled up. That'll get me for a little while. Let's go park the truck and we'll go grab the wheel loader, go pick up that tractor and the blower and bring it back. That's a good spot. We'll just leave it right there. All right, I'm gonna see if I can get this started. Hasn't been running probably a month. First thing, we're going to take this and put it in the shed. Don't really need it right now. I've got one in the barn, so just there we go. This is the tractor I'm going to grab. I think I'm just going to try to chain it and lift the whole thing up, and we'll see what happens. One thing I do every time I put this away is I shut the valve for the fuel. I just put this in here because this tank isn't original. I had to rig it up, the other one's rusted out. So I shut that and then I let it run out of fuel every single time I put it up. Those carburetors are hard to come by. Of course, I just opened it, so probably needs me to run it again. There it goes. We'll shut that ignition off. So that snow blower back there, I'll probably just grab a hand truck and haul it up here that way. As far as this Jacobson tractor, all 4 of those tires have holes in them somewhere, so I'm gonna have to pull those all off. I think the front ones here, they're obviously the wrong ones. They're from a Craftsman. The bushing is too big for those 3/4 inch spindles. So I've got some more wheels. I'll probably just change them out, put some different wheels on, and then probably just fix the back ones, make them so they hold air. But yeah, let's go get that snowblower now. All right, there we go. All right, they're both in here. This tiller is a Bolens. I've got a older Bolens tractor that this will fit. I think the only thing wrong with this is the chain. I'll probably, see, here's a sprocket. The chain's back there, it's off. I'll probably take that chain off and soak it in some oil for a while and, you know, just work it and free it up. And everything else is free. The gearbox is good. At least it appears to be. So we'll have to look into it a little more. That's free. Just got to put that back on. This actually isn't bad. So anyway, we'll do some videos on this stuff. The Jacobson tractor, I pulled one wheel off and I sprayed it down. It's pretty weather checked, but I'm guessing it has a tube because the tire's not leaking. But if you look closely, it's coming out around the bead. So I'll have to pull that tire, clean the bead up really good. I've got some bead sealer I'll put on it. Hopefully it's got a tube in it, and that'll take care of the front tires. The rear tires, I believe, are weather checked enough that they're leaking from the cracks themselves. May not be able to save them, but again, we'll do some videos on this stuff, and we'll see what happens. You know, I'll show you guys how I pull tires off, check everything, and give you guys an idea. But this does run. When I got it, I paid $50 for it, and it's been sitting in my backyard a long time. But the guy that I got it from said that the engine was blown up, and come to find out it wasn't blown up. And so I threw a carburetor on it. It's got a new carburetor on. It's a few years old, but it should be okay. And it did fire up and run. It does not have a brake, but it drives. So maybe we'll see if we can repair the brake. The brake is missing the shoe completely. I've got another one around here. I'll have to see if it's the same diameter. It's just a different, it's got different bends on it for a whole different tractor, but maybe we can make it work. What else about this thing? I've got this one over here too. That's one I started to restore and then I just never finished it. So we'll be getting to that at some point. So yeah, I'm going to leave the video at this and we will see you on the next one.